This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and the Spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of Yahweh, him shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of Yahweh is holy, which temple ye are. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Yahweh be in the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh shall be in the name of His Son, who the world even knows is Christ. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I want to give a shout out, hearty shalom to the brothers out there teaching this truth. This lesson is going to consist of is smoking weed lawful, fulfilling the lust of the flesh, right? And we know that anything that you take into your body defiles your body, as far as any type of smoking, any weed smoke, any cigar smoke, any cigarette smoke. These things defile your body. But we're going to go precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, with full understanding that, man, smoking weed is not lawful. That's not a custom that we've done. So let's get right into it. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 11. And Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And so it was. So what we just read right there was the creation of every grass, tree, herb upon the earth, right? Let's jump to 29. And it reads, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua blessed them, Shalakia, verse 29. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and Shalakia, in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. For eating, man. You're not gonna smoke no oregano, right? You're not gonna smoke no asparagus, right? These things you're not gonna smoke, right? You're not gonna smoke any damn no pineapple, no leaf off a pineapple tree, right? You're not gonna do these things. The Most High said these things are for meat, right? Let's get more precepts. The book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 1. And Yahweh blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things, right? The green herb was given for what? Meat, man. That's it. It's not meant to be smoked, right? And if you wrestling with that demon, man, you need to pray, fast, as the Most High to take that taste out your mouth, right? This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16. I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one, are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Like, we want to serve the Most High Spirit and the truth, man. But you can't fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. You can't just say, man, I want to smoke this joint today, man. Most High ain't gonna kill me yet, man. Because you saying he died for nothing, man. You're saying that he did not shed that blood for you to keep going off, man. You gotta make haste, man. We know it ain't gonna happen automatically. We know it ain't gonna happen soon. But you still gotta make haste and follow these commandments, right? And we know the flesh is weak, right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's why you have to pray fast to get those demons off you, man, because it is a demon on you, right? Something that I had to deal with, that I had to pray and fast to get the demon off, right? Matter of fact, let's get to it. Because it's a demon, man. You gotta understand that if it's a stronghold on you that strong, man, it's something that you gotta do to get that demon off you, man. You know, certain demons don't just come off you by reading the word and studying and meditating. You gotta actually, crucify the flesh, right? This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, right? So you're not wrestling against flesh and blood. You're wrestling against that demon that's telling you to go off, right? Now let's understand, man, our forefathers used this herb for meat, man. It was never used for smoking, right? Let's get more precepts. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. So you sow into your spirit, man, you're going to reap life everlasting. But if you sow into your flesh, always falling weak to your flesh, guess what? You're going to reap corruption, man. And you keep going out as though sacrifice, there remains no more sacrifice of sin, man. So like the scriptures tell us, the wages of sin is death, right? And any man defile his temple, the Most High is going to destroy that man, right? This is the first book of John, chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So don't love this world, man. Don't love what this world do. You're supposed to be holy and separate and undefiled to your God, right? Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So all those things are of the world, man. The lust of the flesh, man. You can't fulfill your lust of the flesh. You got to try and conquer that sin. Now let's get to what our forefathers did, right? How did they conduct themselves, right? This is the book of Salakia. 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 51. But I remained still in the field 7 days, as the angel commanded me, and did eat only in those days of the flowers of the field, and had meat of the herbs, right? This for meat, man. And I wouldn't even eat that stuff that they putting out right now anyway, that GMO weed, man. You can look this stuff up, man. They're trying to make it so potent that they're not even having the balance that it's supposed to be, right? So if you fulfilling the lust of the flesh, man, you might end up getting some of that bad weed Esau putting out and have you bugged out the way you flipping out on the street, man, and you're not doing things that's what Salakia. You're not doing things that's correct, man. Basically, you're doing things that's unprofitable, right? This is the book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 5 and verse 27. But Judas Maccabeus, with 9 others, or thereabout, withdrew himself into the wilderness, and lived in the mountains after the manner of beasts with his company, who fed on herbs continually, lest they should be partakers of the pollution, right? Fed on herbs continually, right? And you smoke herbs continually, man. Hopefully, this lesson's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Until the next time I say, Shalom. Smoking is not lawful.